Hi, I'm Exis, and this is Terra Invicta, where we are playing as the Resistance. And here we go. We still got a few incoming here. They are... And this is actually a little bit bigger. It's a battle fleet still, and a corvette. Well, it doesn't really matter. We've got one fleet up here. I'm guessing this one. Yeah, Earth surveillance. We need to take this one out soon. We are just waiting for this tech to finish. And we might as well, and there's no rush. We just need to destroy it before September. And why not in July? We might as well. All the missions are set. We are starting to collect up quite a few bases. We started up 2 bases on some asteroids out here, just for some extra water and volatiles. And we're building a research facility in orbit. And oh yeah, we want to go into the ship designer. Yeah, we can go in here directly, I think. So I think what we want to do is start designing a missile monitor. And this is, I don't know what we've got on our other ones. Interceptor probably. A strategic range short. They've got a long defender, I guess is. Yeah, a combat engagement range is long. Alright, and we got our burner drives. Let's add on 6 drive plumes. And we're gonna need propellant too, but we can get to that later. We probably don't need to have all of these engines here. Solid core reactors, we're not going to be using those. We can obsolete these 2 as well, I think. And this one. That one might come to use for something. So let's use the gas core fission reactor. Obviously going to use the best components we have here. We'll keep those unactivated. Now let's go for hull weapons. The big question here is, do we want to have point defense on these? Because I'm thinking it might be worth to actually put one slot of point defense on. No, that's not what we're looking for. And we're probably waiting for the... because we are researching the arc laser one. Yeah, let's wait for this one. 7th of July, it's not a long time. Yeah, okay. We need to confirm the assignments, and we need to bump up the speed there. Back down on Earth, we are at our cap again. Here we go, here's the exotic materials, so we can go and disturb those aliens now. After exhaustive analysis and stress tests, we have little idea of what this material truly is. We do, however, know what it is not. Despite previously believing that these so-called exotics were some manner of hitherto unknown alloy, we have determined that it can also exist in a non-solid state, such as within the coolant of the alien warship's heat sinks. It would appear that rather than being a construction material itself, it will instead improve and augment the durability or electrical conductivity of any other substance it is applied to. While establishing the exact composition of the exotics continued to elude us, most certainly, they are not of our solar system. We have been able to separate significant quantities of them from the alien materials they are bonded to. This has enabled us to attempt implementation of the material in many of our own technologies, and happily, it readily adapts to almost any process it is subjected to, as its atomic structure can move between ionic and catonic with ease. It is simply astonishingly versatile. So this allows us to actually start to stockpile. Oh, we've actually got to keep the stuff we gathered before, so that's really good. Now the only way to gather exotics is to kill alien warships, and there is no other source of it. So and this can be used for ship construction, of course. This one unlocks the exotic heat sinks directly. And that is a good thing. And it'll also...
We're starting to unlock the secrets of the alien materials, Commander.
Yes, out of all the examples of alien technology we have the opportunity to examine, their exotics may be the most impressive. The material's actual composition, as well as its means of manufacture, is still a mystery. More than a few of our researchers have theorized that it may be looking at the first sample of Pico technology, but we have come to a basic understanding of how to use it. Our best approximation of its purpose is that it is designed to function as a kind of universal enhancer component that directly alters the physical properties of whatever material it bonds to. The versatility of the alien exotics is astonishing, and completely transforms our understanding of material science. As an example, consider the engineering problem of conductivity. When designing electronics, the ideal is to use a material with as high conductivity as possible, in order to reduce energy loss, waste heat, and lag in data transfer. Copper is our most commonly used conductive metal. Silver conducts marginally better, but is far more expensive and has a lower tensile strength. By alloying copper with exotics, we have created a new compound which possesses higher conductivity than copper or silver, in fact higher than any known material originating on Earth. And this new compound achieves this without compromising its other properties. There is no trade-off. Examining the warship's ablative armor tells a similar story. Our most common steel alloy boasts a tensile and yield strength of ranging from 1200 to 1800 megapascals, but a hardness of only 5.5 to 6.5 out of 10 on the Mohs scale. Conversely, our tungsten alloys can reach 9 to 9.5 Mohs, but often only provide 300 to 700 megapascals of yield and tensile strength. The alien armor is far superior to both, and our attempts to duplicate it by applying exotics to our own alloying process have produced composite alloys that exhibit yield and tensile strength above those of steel alloys, without sacrificing impact resistance. There is no field of engineering that these materials cannot revolutionize. There is, however, a catch. Despite their best efforts, our researchers have made no progress whatsoever towards synthesizing exotics ourselves. We believe its production requires advanced infrastructure, which we have no means of duplicating. For the foreseeable future, the only way of obtaining it will be to steal or scavenge it from the aliens. It is a precious and limited resource that must be spent carefully. Alright, and this is our Xenology 1. Question is if we want to go for Hydra language now. I think that might be the better one. I would like to get all of these other ones done as well. And this one might actually be worth 20. That's a pretty good size. And yeah, we grab the Xenology research centers and try to get some more research bonus out of them first before we continue on to the other ones. And we're still waiting on the laser turrets there, of course. Yeah, so that's nice. Oh yeah, we were...
people will come to our side.
Yeah, we can keep doing this. We said we were gonna do something against these aliens that we've got orbiting Earth. It's gonna be this one. Earth surveillance. We're sending in... It looks like we are sending in the first fleet. I don't know what these... which ships these are. Yeah, the Murgas are the new ones. Good. And we get to see them in combat as well. So we want to do a transfer here. And we can do a fast transfer. It doesn't even use half of our Delta V. So we might as well get there as soon as possible.
Public sentiment is increasing.
And we will keep doing that as well. And here we go. So they most likely are going to engage us. We will engage them, and they are willing to fight, because if they don't, they have to restart their surveillance, of course. So let's go. And the Dying Galaxy, that's a nice one. We will go in fast, and well, Titus actually served us quite well. Having the new ships that we've we're planning to design, we might be able to go with fewer ships, because each ship will have more launchers on. I'm thinking of actually putting point defense on them as well, just so they can protect themselves against kinetics. So we are firing up on a single one. I think we can actually do salvos here. 2 salvos should be enough to wipe this one out, and it'll save 2 salvos in case we get engaged on the way home. I doubt we will, but it's good to be a little bit wary at least. Yeah, we have weapons set to fire mode, but we don't have anything in range, so we'll just wait until we are at 1,000 kilometers. They are very pretty, these models that we have here. Nice maneuvering too. I really like the spaceship design in this game. It just looks so good. Oh, we're closing up on 1,000 kilometers there, which is our engagement range. Wonder if it's for everyone. Yeah, it should show the one that has the longest range. The central ones are probably already in range. So let's launch a first salvo. And let's launch a second salvo as well. Each salvo launches a quarter of the magazine. There we go. We should be able to turn the console off somewhere too. I can't really remember where we do that. So you get rid of all these lines and things. You can see all of them coming in here. They are not taking any damage, and now it's going to be concentrating on trying to blast out as many of these missiles as possible. Obviously, it's nothing he can do about that. It's just too many. So he's not going to be surveilling anything more. And we still have half of our torpedoes left. So we can at least put up a fight in case something comes after this fleet. I don't think they had anything else in orbit, but they do have one that is very close by. And we managed to salvage 0.078 more exotics. But this is... we don't get a lot of it. We did have one ship that is damaged. I think it's just the armor that is damaged though. I don't think it's anything too vital. Alright. Let's continue. And oh yeah, we end up at super low speed, of course. We want to return home. And we just blast home as fast as possible, 4.6 hours. Actually a very cheap transfer. But yeah, of course we want to get home and repair and resupply. Yeah, let's repeat this one. 1.3 is not where we want to be. We want to be below 1. That is good. That is good.
Things are cooling off.
Yeah, we need to get it down in Bangladesh as well.
Order is returning.
And in Nepal. We're mostly doing that for experience. I wonder, we did not get another one. Okay, so there's a lot of people at war with Sri Lanka. We're gonna be one of them soon as well. And oh yeah, we don't know if we've actually got anything to lure them on here. And this is the 3 ships we saw coming in. Okay, and they are going for the hospital. That's not very kind of them. But I do think we probably should put up another station here. Just so they have something to go after. This is with the exotic hybrid systems. So we get more bang for our buck for spending investment points into army, navy and military priorities. And we also get the chance to unlock the exotic spike radiator. We will put that one as a favorite, I think. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do. This will be a space combat. I think it will probably best of just auto resolving this one. There's not a lot to do for us. They close in and they're just gonna maul the point defenses here. When we've got fleets actually defending, and it's worth going in. Yeah, so they neutralized all the defenses. That is expected to happen. And they're gonna blow up the station subsequently. There we go. No one survived. And that actually brought them down below the hate cap directly. That wasn't too bad. We've got this one here. Come on then. We obviously want to rebuild our hospital. We'll just apply the selected template here. No, we didn't get the hospital modules, did we? That was weird. Why don't we have the... Oh, did we put it in a... I think this one might have been in a weird orbit. I think we put it here in the irradiated one, so we're not allowed to do anything there. Let's found another one here then. And apply the hospital here. There we go. With a like so. That one can rebuild. This one is up in some kind of irradiated belt then. So we need to figure out something to do with it. I'm guessing a research station maybe. How much power do we have? I think the hospitals also take 40, didn't they? The research ones takes 30. Yeah, we only had a point defense array on it as well. Let's throw up some research campuses here. 40. And yeah, that's what we get. And plus 10, I guess that's okay. We're not going to save this one, but this is a... It's not really low Earth orbit if it's in the radiated belt there. The Kerman belt, whatever it's called. And this is a research station, I think is the second one. We already had research one at least. And that means they have to send down yet another surveillance ship, of course. As long as we keep shooting them down, we'll be in a good position. Pakistan and Afghanistan are rivaled, doesn't matter. Everyone wants to be at war here. Don't really see why they are at war with Sri Lanka, of all nations. I don't think there's a lot we can do to... We need to declare peace with them before we can do anything, I believe. Hopefully they won't show up here before we do. We need to finish Greater India before we can invade. We soon got those point defenses. I think we got this Xeno base that we're gonna have to rebuild. Or maybe actually just put up a second one. Might be easier. That's nice too. Directed energy launch systems. We are putting a little bit into boost again down here. That's not something that is super important. Boost, of course, is a very good way to get money. Which is why we built those hospitals in the first place. Our monthly income is up to 500 now, so we are starting to collect up cash. Yeah, that's the point defense arc lasers. Yeah, there's a lot of things here we want, but getting things that can actually defend us is probably going to be the better one. Oh yeah, we've got 2 of these here. You can see this one is 200 tons per gigawatt of waste heat, and the tin droplet is 125. So let's take the cobalt dust one. Actually, I wanted to... Where did it go? It should be... there. Let's just obsolete it. We're not going to need it. Nanotube filaments, we're not going to need those either. The tin droplets are a lot better. The foamed metal is actually quite decent. The question is if we're researching this one or if we go straight for adamantine. We are going to start off with the arc laser batteries though. So those go straight to our all our point defenses and lay defense arrays. So that's helpful. And this one's taking 2 years. That's 15,000 points. And that is, yeah, we can probably help that out by building a social sciences lab. Did we actually have that one unlocked? I'm not sure. Yes, we do. So let's pop that one up. Maybe we want to finish that one before those. Yeah, let's switch over to the social sciences lab. Because then we can build up one that will actually help us out here quite a lot. Because these ones provide a 10 increase. And they don't cost very much power. We can probably build it up over in Venus or something as well. We are starting to get very close to our maximum cap. I'm not exactly sure where it is. But at some point here we'll trigger the all-out war with the aliens. And then we'll just keep coming.
The people will come to our side.
Yeah, that's good.
Things are cooling off.
Violence is abating.
Now we could probably have press
Our
repeat on
efforts
most of
didn't
those.
have any effect.
No, I still want to repeat that one. Yeah, so we have a lot of infrastructure in space now. We also have quite a lot of ships. And even more people join into the war. Doesn't look like anyone's actually going here though. No, we don't know what you are after. But we can take a look at what your mission is. Oh, you're just a frigid. I don't really care too much about you then. Okay, now the South Korean armies are moving towards Sri Lanka. And we have unlocked the exotic heat sinks. Not sure that we will be needing those anytime soon. At the moment we are using heat sinks that cannot be withdrawn anyway, so we don't need the heat sinks. We want to rapid response teams. Yeah, that could be something. Let's just check if we've gotten anyone new here. No, not really. And we really want to get one in here. We had a kingpin that looked okay to pull in, but it wasn't really what we were looking for there. And none of these new ones. Yeah, diplomat. And we didn't have any way to level that one. Persuasion. Why don't you have any? You should definitely have public campaigning, shouldn't you? You're a sociopath. That's the same thing as with the other one there. Earthbound, yeah, we don't really care too much about that if it's just going to be here. A little bit. Oh, that one is very bad though. But she had a decent stat here. A total of 10 points into something, or 11 points even into something we're looking at. Here though, he could be something. And he can do Inspire at least. And what do we have here? Hard Target is a good one for us. Military Scientist is a very good one. Aware Investigation when detecting other... Yeah, it's not going to be using that very much. And Government. Government is a decent one. I don't think we've got any one of those. So he's got a bit of science. He's got a total of 14 points into the 3 that we want him to have. So I think we found our guy here. Emmett Gilbert. You are now going to be a researcher. Or primarily. We do need to find someone. We do have an org that... that one's not too important for us. I wonder who has that organization. Because we've got one that gives the public campaign mission. Here we go. Samadar, she should be able to do this one without though. We've actually got 2 of them. So yeah, we can definitely pull one of these. Let's pull this one. Gives a little bit of science to... No, not sell. We just want to unassign it. And we also want to start to put on science orgs on the other one there. On the new... Can't remember his name. Emmett. Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Let's get that on. That means he can do public campaigns. He's got a decent persuasion, so that should be fine. Just helps us give... and this icon here shows that it comes from one of these organizations. Doesn't have very much admin, but we can fix that. Let's up his admin directly. And no, we don't want the loyalty monitor. We definitely want that one. And we want the cybernetic one. We also want that one. And we want that one. The scrambler is going to be good. We don't want anyone to find him, of course. And the same thing with the EP protection unit there. It's also got a very high security rating, which was nice. And we are going to have to make sure that he is loyal to us. Hadrian Engineering is okay. You can have this one straight away. That one gives 2 security, 1 command. Wouldn't be too bad actually. And this one does not help anything. Cartels obviously is not what we're looking for here. That one would have been okay. Plus admin, that one would have been really nice. It was super expensive, that's why we can't afford it. We spent all our money on augments instead, but this one would have been nice too. It's giving 2 command and 2 persuasion. He needs a little bit of persuasion to actually pull off his missions too. I don't think it's any point in putting this one on him. Maybe we can probably pull something here from... Samsor has lots of them. Oh, Samsor is also government, alright. And he's got a lot of these science ones as well. Let's unassign this one. And this one, I think. We should be able to give these to Emmett. Why can't you have this one? Oh, it cost a little bit of money. Alright then, well let's... we got some base metals here. Let's just sell few of them. 85, no, we need a little bit more. That should be enough. Oh, it just didn't update there, alright. That gives him a lot of science core, and it frees up space on our other ones there. Fru probably has something he can part with as well. The question is if we want to go more for a sciencey one. How many did we have on Emmet? We've got 1 slot. No, let's keep that one open for now. Fru here needs another point in admin. He really needs more espionage and security too. I think getting everyone up to admin cap is gonna be good. No, we don't need you to be affluent. Alright, so now we just need to find work for everyone.
I'm here.
Yeah, you need to... that's not gonna happen. Up here seems to be quite decent. So we just need you to be there and get a bit of experience.
At your service.
So Medarshi, you gotta make sure that Emmet is on our team.
I will ensure their loyalty.
Emiliano, you need to
Standing by.
go and check who he is.
Surveilling
Make some
target.
background checks.
Ready for my mission.
Standing
and make
by
sure
for
he is on our
orders.
side, of course. Through what do we have here? 1.2. Yeah, we can. No, you're absolutely horrible at this. Now we'll see what happens. This is going to be invaded by the South Koreans. Now we'll see how far they get. Actually, let's throw you on Emmet as well.
I'll make sure they're on our side.
And
Standing by.
okay, Sam, sorry. You want to... Yes, China or India. We'll start with China.
We will turn down the heat.
That is fine. How are we doing there? We are doing fine. Now we want to see if we can at least start designing our ship there. And what did we have all of these on? Yeah, we got the Murga classes on defender duty. And that is the ship that we are more or less replacing here. So we can obsolete these old lasers. We now got the point defense ones. Unfortunately, they go on the same slots as the torpedo base. I still think it's worth to have one of these. So one of these ships is not going to equal 2 of the other ones in terms of torpedoes and being able to be launched. We don't need that. We do need targeting computer, I'm fairly sure of. Liquid hydrogen containment would be a good one to have. We need magazines, of course. And I think we've only got one on those two, so I think that's going to be fine. This one will extend our range, which might not actually be... See, we only need one propellant tank to reach that, and they are... Obviously don't have any armor on it yet, though. And we want to have frontal armor. Don't know what we put on the other ones, but these, we want them to be a little bit more survivable. How much does it do? Is it better? Yeah, we throw on another. Because this will give them 18. If we go there, they got 12. And this to give them the same amount of total amount of torpedoes, I believe. And we're actually able to defend ourselves a little bit. We could probably put a 60 centimeter here as well if we wanted to. Laser to help defend other ships in the fleet. But at the moment we can't do that, so. Targeting computer is it's only 10% now, but I think it's worth to have there for the future. I don't think we're gonna bother armoring anything else. 3.8, 5.6. These are going to be used only for orbit. If we go up to 5.6, we can increase the armor a little bit. We can have it at 5. And we kind of want to have better armor here as well. We've already selected the monitor there. It knows that this is a monitor. Just reset the screen there. And we need a name for this one as well. Let's go with Vatak. That's not how we spell it, because it's an H on the end as well. This is Hindu for duck. It is basically a sitting duck. Anyone who comes in from the side is going to destroy it. But we've got a very good frontal armor this time. And we've got loads of missiles that we can deploy. It's very heavy though, and it takes a lot longer to build, of course. Let's save this design. Yes, we know that it doesn't really have any delta V to get anywhere. It doesn't really need to go anywhere at the moment either. Or maybe it would have been good to have them able to go to the moon. We're probably not going to be able to beat the aliens there anyway when they start coming. We are going to be designing a little bit more ships later on as well, once we've unlocked the ion cannons and things. Yeah, those are both obsolete. We still have a few of those ships left that we can't do very much with. And these Canary classes, they've got the chemical drive still. And you can see cost-wise the monitor here compared to the Murga. It uses a lot more water volatiles and metals, of course, but the fissiles, which is our big one, is not more than double. So they're a lot more efficient on fuel. And it's the same thing when refueling, of course, because we've got 3 tanks on this one. I think we got 2 on this one. No, only 1. Yeah, they're going to be using a little bit more fuel, of course. Otherwise, it's basically this one, but upgraded a little bit. And then we're going to put in some ships with ion cannons and things as well to the mix. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for today. So thank you very much for watching. Take care and see you next time.